Center. And now I would like to invite to the floor the representative of the Lithuanian Industrialists Confederation representative, but I see that Richard cannot commit to take the floor. Yeah, Richard is here. I am delighted indeed and honored to be here and to welcome conference participants, because this conference and this direction that has been chosen is leading us forward. And we are following the blue course, the green course, and this will not only be reflected in our daily life, but also will help industry follow their cleaning path and will help us aspire for the results that we are wishing for when competing with everyone and working with our partners in Europe and elsewhere. I would like to wish you overall success during today's conference. Thank you, Richardas. Now, Art 21, Mr. Augustas Gediminas Radžiukaitis, and I represent lasers, which is the third religion in Lithuania. Without photonics, without lasers, there will be no digitalization. We may speak about the green sea, the blue sea, but we will not be able to reach anything in other ways. Therefore, let's collect ourselves, let's collect our competences, and let's think about how we are able to use that for our joint benefit. Thank you, Lithuanian Energy Institute representatives, and then Smart Energy DIC representatives. Now, the representatives of the Lithuanian Energy Institute, please make your commitment. Find your place here. Hello, I'm Sigitas Rimkevičius, the energy scientific research representatives. And of course, everything is related to the implementation of the green course, which is not possible without energy statement digitalization. Therefore, we want to increase the cooperation between business and the science, and we have to achieve together the ambitious decarbonizing objectives. Now, the last but not least representative, the Smart Energy DIC. Of course, safety first. I like your attitude. It's important that you come here safely. Hello. First of all, I would like to thank Christina and Augustas for gathering us here at this nice place. We have to solemnly commit, and being the representative of Smart Energy DIC, I am the Lithuanian Energy Smart Energy Innovations Center, and we are developing the Green Housing Initiative. And here we actually combine various issues, solar energy and wind energy, circular economy, green transport, and so on. I will not go into detail, but on our behalf, we commit to continue developing those ideas. And in Lithuania, we will have probably a few smart and green cities. And we believe, we hope for your contribution. Thank you very much. And let's thank all the speakers. To add, we are different. We represent different interests and different activities, but the important issue is that we are united to make use of the most and the strongest sides that we have, and we are strong in unity. Thank you, Richardas. Augustas. Grigoris Matijas Markos.
Okay, so we would like to ask our foreign guests to deliver your thoughts. You know, we try to make some promises. Actually, it's kind of hard thing to make a promise in the area that is kind of not clear. But what would you say? So could you please?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
Hi, I'm Grigoris Hadjikostas. I must admit I have very few words to express how excited I am being with people, again, in a real event. It's not my first time in Lithuania, and certainly it's not my last. But I think that this is a very interesting one. And the reason is that we see the things that we were planning. Augustus earlier talked about plans. Allow me to take you back in 2017. Kilkenny, Ireland, Commissioner Hogan invited us to define how the digital innovation hubs for the agri-foods should look like. There we defined them as the coral reef, as the place where we have competition, we have collaboration, but everybody wants to stay around because everybody knows that we are better off being around together. Everybody understands the value of competition and collaboration and what value it can bring to society and economy. And here we are now to connect the dots not only within the national ecosystems, where you have done in an excellent way. We were impressed behind the scenes on how representative the structure of the DIH is. But now let's start connecting the dots around Europe and let's try to find the things that connect us. So from Greece, from Lithuania, from Serbia, from Croatia, we have teams, we have experts, we have same problems, same needs. We're talking today about the digital sea. Small, innovative ecosystems can come together, can find the differences, can find the things that they can work together, can work on things without the need to reinvent the wheel. And what do we achieve with that? To become competitive in a global market. It's not a problem to be a small ecosystem if you are really connected and if you can leverage the power of each other to move forward. So I think if we are to make plans now, let's take it to the other level. I think that already we made a very good implementation of the plan to connect the ecosystem of Lithuania through the DIH. Let's now try to make a promise to connect it internationally, and let's try to find the peers that we can learn from each other and we can benefit from each other. Thank you very much. I enjoy very much being here.
Thank you very much. Tai buvo Grigoris Hadjikostas, Food Scale Hub verslo plėtros.
This was Grigoris Hadjikostas, Food Scale Hub Business Development Vice President. Now we will give the floor to Marcos Legas, Pegasus Agri-Food Co-President, and Titanos Edik from Greece representative.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I surprised when I've seen a boat, and the name of the boat is Athena. Athena is the goddess of the knowledge and the wisdom, and we need to share this knowledge. And I think this is a symbolic to be here and to be a part on that crew together. I represent Titanium DIH from Greece. We have a very big challenge on the coming years. Our activities covering all the Greece, and especially focusing on agri-food sector in two areas which will be changed dramatically in the coming years. It's the north of Greece and the south of Greece. We have there two coal mines which used for the two major power stations in Greece, huge power stations. And we need to give to the people there solutions. They're gonna lose their jobs on the coming 3 years, and we obliged to take a new light and give also a hope to them. And for me, I 100% agree with Grigoris that we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We need to have open communication channels and cooperations all together and create a structure that will change our futures for the coming generations. Thank you very much for your cooperation. And I don't give promises. I think it's better to give hopes to the people. Okay.
Gerai. Labai ačiū. Bičiuliai, aš noriu paprašyti uždegti tą minčių lietaus medį, kur jūs išsakėt
Thank you
savo.
very much. Colleagues, could you please light your brainstorming tree where you were expressing your expectations?
So this is Matija Bumbak, and he is Agri-Food Croatia director.
Yes, coming from the a little bit warmer place at this moment, but I'm really thrilled to be here. It's my second time into Lithuania, and I love the place, especially the people. Being on a boat, of course, is a big surprise, and I'm glad to have this kind of event linked to the sea, being on a boat. So I'm coming from a similar kind of entity like Augustas presented. We are also focusing on food with maybe a little bit more towards the food coming from the sea. And we see that there's really a sea of opportunities there for the coming years to develop in a sense of business, research, and also different kind of advancements. Also to take care of the environment and to take care of our future and being sustainable and all the nice words we are used to. But what I would like to just take a minute here to talk about is what I really love that's going on here is everybody's talking about let's do it together. Because sometimes I'm coming from a small country globally looking, and you're not much bigger in that kind of sense. And sometimes we are looking into ourselves and just discussing our small problems and issues and forgetting that there are bigger pictures and bigger markets and there are other countries and things going on in the world. And sometimes we get lost in it. But when we open each other, when we communicate, when we work on projects and we collaborate, much better things come up. And I'm really happy when I come here and see what you as a country accomplished in very few years looking back when you become an EU member. And I'm really sometimes amazed, even when comparing to what we are doing in the same period. So this kind of collaboration where we are working together, as Augusta said, sometimes, yes, we are competing, but we are much better when we are joining forces, because it's not our small system where we are just left to each other, but there's much bigger forces happening in the world where we need to keep track and maybe even lead in some areas. And this food sector is for sure one of them, where we have the advantages, where we have the knowledge, where we have the technology, and we can do much more in it. So I'm really leaving you with this collaboration as a thing to furthermore, and I'm really looking forward that we're gonna do much more of it in the coming period. And my promise is that our EDIH, which we are also working on, will for sure do a lot of cooperation with Lithuania to make both of the countries better and the whole EU, I'm hoping. Yep.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot.